Okay, so welcome back, folks. I'm Frizz, and today we have some stuff to do. And stuff by that is waging a crusade. Um, so welcome back. We're playing Wrath of the Righteous. In case you didn't see the last couple of streams, we are in Act 2 of the game. In case you're worried about Act 3, Act 3 of the game, we're in Act 3. Uh, in case you're worried about spoilers or anything. And yeah, we're having a good old time. Um, we're at the very beginning of Act 3, meaning that we are kind of just going around trying to clear out the incredible amount of demon armies. Look at all these. So, to start off with things, though, we are actually going to be going back to Dresden. Our home base. Come on. Come on. Wait a second. The teleportation circle isn't done, is it? Well, I probably should rest anyway. Let's not rest there. Yeah. Oh, okay. So the reason why everyone's immune to fatigue is because, or most people are immune to fatigue, is because I had a spell cast on them that made them immune to fatigue. But that's starting to wear off. But
with such joy. Do you really enjoy their suffering?
Shove that somewhere else. Demons are demons. Why are you sympathizing with them?
So, maybe now the teleportation circle will be done, and it means that we can go back to Dresden real quick. It turns out we can't. Well, oh, damn, we're poor. I didn't realize that. Probably would have bought all of the archers if I knew that we were that poor. Well, let's continue going around with our army, but I have some specific things in mind that I'd like to get to for this stream, particularly Winter Sun, if you know what that means. But I think it's Winter Sun, not Wind Sun. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Regardless, it is going to be an experience. Zombies, ghouls. The ghouls will take forever to get here, so I'll focus on the flies, maybe? Oh, wait, never mind, there's a gap there. This isn't a mental effect, is it? No. Yeah. Okay, well, at least it's keeping the flies at bay. And I can work on the plagued horses with everyone else. Because I think they're going to be one of the more challenging parts of all this. I mean, I could take out a shit ton of flies. Or, like, no, the ghouls are actually worse. Because they can debuff people. So let's take them out, actually, because then I can avoid damage on more people, which is always fun. Move here, so then I can get off more damage with clerics. Now, who's gonna die? Flies. I am very happy that people are actually targeting the footmen, because I have so many more of them than anyone else. They are absolutely my preferred people to get destroyed. And now zombies, because the stronger, or not the stronger, basically having one big stack is more scary than having a bunch of little stacks. So, basically, yeah, it's better to have small amounts or multiple large enemy. Let's see if I can get this turned off. Okay, well, they always, zombies always have good fort saves, so I'm not surprised. It's hilarious to me how big the difference in damage is between anyone else and the Hell Knights. I didn't use the Hell Knights very much in my last playthrough because I didn't have very many of them. And I think I was prioritizing getting like clerics over Hell Knights from the mercenaries. Clerics over Hell Knights, I'm not certain exactly what I said. But Hell Knights are really good. Hell Knights are absurdly good. And I really want to swing my one army that's actually decent back around to clear out all of this. Because it's going to make traversal way more annoying if I can't use that area. Also, I need to do a lot of Crusade management stuff, which is why I want to go back to Dresden, because you can do it better there. Okay, that's a lot of cultists. So long as the Incubi... It's an Incubi general, so maybe it'll actually be shooting. Or maybe it'll be doing spells. Oh, it's doing spells. Shit. There go our archers. Yeah, let's... Okay, well, at least they're not getting turns. I cannot actually afford to do this, safely, because... Yeah, spellcasting generals are bad. Very, very bad. The Incubi, I think, are the bigger threat. Okay, well, they also have the better fort saves. Quick, run them down. Also, heal thyself, priest, please. God. I don't want to have massive casualties from this one single encounter. And this... Okay, well, that's bad. There go my clerics. That's really bad. Oh, this is going terrible. Actually, really, really bad. Because this is a lot of clerics. I didn't realize how many clerics this really was. I might actually load a save for this, because this army is like my only army that I can really use with any degree of, like, confidence. So I should have saved after the fight before this one. Just really, spellcasting generals on enemies are absolutely terrifying. And, yeah. So back to this one, eh? I might actually be able to auto this one. Really isn't that bad. I'll soften things up and then auto. Let's just try and... well, I can't finish off the rules, but... I can finish them off here. And now we're close to being able to auto. Very close. I just want to be able to soften up some of the zombies. Oh, actually, wait, no, they're zombies. What am I doing? Zombies are incredibly weak. Yeah, I think this is auto. Shield bearers do so little damage. It's insane. One of the big reasons why I want to go back to Dresden is because I will probably be able to actually upgrade my army. I think. That's what the different councils are for, which I started last stream. So, now where do I want to go with this army? Because I can't take that fight. Well anyway, let's save so I don't have to do it again. Still cannot teleport. So, what's going on here? Because I want this teleportation circle to be done because it saves you so much goddamn time. Like, seriously. Build 3 days. Okay, I can continue adventuring for 3 days. I suppose. And I really need to manage all of the other outposts that I have because I do not have remotely enough resources right now, which is bad because you need to build up a steady supply of resources to be able to maintain the crusade and continue improving it. But we got new decrees. Oh, look at that, an outpost of Bastion expansion. Way too expensive for us. Alter the first retriever. I think Web Strider. I mean, that's really good if we had a druid. This is probably going to be the one that I make because, yeah, +2 morale bonus to Dex is really good. So, and the other options just aren't quite as nice. But that is a while off. Let's start making our staff council. We have a lot of these that we need to do. Blackstone Company, okay, and crew. Got it. I am waiting for a specific, crusade event to show up that deals with, Winter Sun? Or is it White Sun? I should check. There's a specific one that I have in mind that I would like to be able to do. Oh no. I'm not doing Crimson Dust yet. Crimson Dust is dangerous. Well, yeah, let's do the Temple of Good Hunt. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. I really don't know why this map is has like a special icon. Oh no. So this is related to also there's no earthly reason why we wouldn't have just cast all of our buffs before this fight, or not before this fight. Why we wouldn't have just cast these buffs at the beginning of the day. That is the more accurate way of putting it. Also, then we have some other stuff. Yeah, so like when you have buffs that last all day, you use them immediately. Makes no sense otherwise. So yeah, I've turned on buffing in combat for that specific reason.
Cover me, all right?
And oh, look at that. We needed a 17 to hit. It's almost like this is a incredibly absurd boss fight that we are not ready for yet. As in, this is a scripted fight. We are not able to win this.
I will resist.
Like, at all. I don't actually know if we would be able to win this in the sense of, like, even if it wasn't scripted. But yeah, I'm really happy that everyone won initiative so I can spread out so we don't all get destroyed by a single breath weapon. Because that is what would happen. Honestly, yeah, Nenia, let's just stop. And lastly, let's go over here and whap. Okay. Well, breath weapon only hit a couple of people, and they didn't take any damage because of
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
yeah. Yeah, good old resist energy. Gotta love a good resist energy. But I mean, in reality, I think that we're just gonna be here for a couple of turns until Diavara decides to fly away, or until we do enough damage to actually trigger Diavara to fly away. Because that's also very possible.
Into the fray.
Which, honestly, it's not actually hugely possible because we need some very good rolls to hit. Although, yeah, any touch attacks that deal cold damage absolutely destroy Diavara. Because, horrible, horrible touch AC and weakness to cold. Yep, so, scripted fight. Can't really do much, but it's related to Greyboar's story. But, like, that is a fight we could have won. In all honesty, like, I don't actually think that... I'm not certain if they'd be able to hit spot. They might have actually been able to. Except that, you know, all of our frontline characters have displacement on. And shield. So onwards to the Temple of Good Hunt. Actually, wait, no, I still need to do stuff with my army. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I actually can't without dealing with this, and I cannot deal with that. So let's backtrack. As much as it sucks to backtrack and feel like I'm wasting movement points. And I guess I can then bring this army up. Because I really need to combine them. And now we go to the Temple of Good Hunt. Which, by the way, the Temple of Good Hunt is a temple of Erastil. Ah. Oh, right. Just gonna save for, I was gonna say no reason, but I actually, like, can't... I don't know what's gonna happen here, because I came here much later in the game. Before. So I actually have zero idea of what we'll find. So, like, I came here so much later. I've already been in an encounter last time I came here. Okay, just wanted to make sure there isn't anything, like, special. Okay. Ignore as the game lags as we get closer. So. Good old Kaido. The young cleric of Erastil greets you with a shy smile. What an honor it is to see you again, Commander. Welcome to the Temple of Delamere the Blessed. As the temple's prior, I offer my greetings. At the word prior, the priest's face flushes pink. Who are you again? I honestly can't. They call me Kaio the Shepherd Boy. Well, that's what they used to call me, but it isn't as... not very fitting for a priest, is it? I come from a village near Lastwall. I've always been drawn to Erastil, even as a kid. A cleric by the name of Jord once passed through our village, a kind old man. He looked me in the eye, a silly little kid, and said, "As you're going to serve Erastil just like myself." So I did. When I heard about your crusade, I set out to join it, just like my heart was telling me to. At first, I served as a novice under the Honorable under the venerable Rathamus. But now that he's gone, and I've been left on my own, Rathamus and I marched on Dresden with your forges, we fought on your host, and then when the demons were driven out, I came here. The temple is centuries old. Erastil's worshippers would have come here in the hundreds in the past. But even now, we still get the odd pilgrim running in. That's why I wanted to take over this temple. Someone ought to take care of this sacred place. Yeah, what's up with the temple? Where's to begin? This temple is dedicated to Delamere, or, well, I mean, of course it's a temple to Erastil, but Delamere was the prior of the temple. I mean, no, I am the prior of the temple. And she is like its blessed mother superior, its patroness. Well, what's it like to being a prior? Oh, it's terrifying. I live here alone. People travel a great distance to come here, but it's an important task. Yeah. Yeah, so he's scared of living alone in the world wound. But he's still here, so yeah, good on you. So, yeah, tell me about this Delamere fellow. Well, she lived in the parts when Sarkonis was still standing, she was priestess to Erastil, and Kellett's deeply respected her. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, just a pretty harsh cleric of Erastil. Who had a temple built in her honor. Yeah, she was wise. So yeah, tell me about Erastil's teaching. Erastil is a very fun god. He's he's a character that, he's honestly one of my favorite gods. He's just a god of small communities and hunting and taking care of your own while, like, trying to be a good person. He's fun. So, I actually didn't realize that he was a shopkeep. Burned Ashwood. Burning Ark at will. That's not terrible. But no. Wait a second. Does he share? I think he might actually share a, like, shopping. Okay, what did I? Yeah, where does this lead? I don't know what door you're talking about. Yeah, you're lying. You have a dark secret that's eating you up inside. Rid yourself of it. Something bad has happened to you, and I'm not going to harm you. You need to help yourself. I think he fell to his knees, but he's behind a pillar. I repent, Commander. I'm a prisoner of Bahamut's witch, Zendra. She came one night, threatened me, forced me to let her into the crypt. She said that her friends would be coming here, and she placed a curse on me. If I allowed anyone other than the initiated servants of Bahamut into the crypt, without her permission, a brood of rats will appear in my stomach, and they'll gnaw me from the inside out. So I panicked like a coward. I said nothing to anyone, but I know they're wrecking abominations in there, in my temple, but you're right. No one can help me but myself, and my faith is strong. The next time that accursed witch comes here, I'll show her who's the biggest turnip in this field. I'll lie in wait in the crypt, and I'll attack and burn her bones to ash. Yep, so I would ask for your help, but I suppose you don't want to sit around here waiting for Zendra to appear. You have your own duties, of course, as commander, and even if I did let you into the crypt, Zendra's curse would kill me on the spot, so I have to manage on my own. You can count on me. Okay, well, yeah. I am curious to see what happens there.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. Well, I'm not gonna go down there because I don't want him to die. I didn't realize that's what that button was for.
This is my kind of work.
I came here much later in the story, and things did not go very well for that guy. I'd like things to possibly go well for him. So,
This is my kind of work.
oh, +4 dex belt. That's actually pretty amazing. I will equip that on someone in a quick second.
Might be trap. Might be trap.
I really do wonder why on Earth this temple is absolutely filled with traps. Or I say absolutely
Pretty
filled.
good, aren't
There
I?
are like 2, but still absolutely packed with traps. And here is something rather disturbing. So, Specimen 367, Finian Desma. Test Report 1, Master. The first stage of the testing process was complete. Specimen 367, Finian Desma, returned it to a sword on command. The sword possesses sufficient sharpness and the ability to adjust the wielder's strike. It beheaded a crusader with a single blow. A clean cut, the blade is undamaged. Additional notes, the specimen makes unwanted noises resembling weeping. No reaction to threats. So that's disturbing, because that's Finian, the weapon that our character is using, who's also the soul of a person stuffed inside a weapon unwillingly.
This is my kind of work.
So that's mildly disturbing. But those are some knee pads that I might be able to give the spot. Might be better. Can't remember what. Ultimate Predator, +2 insight bonus on attack and damage rolls. Honestly, that's better than a boost to critical damage. And I just remembered that I grabbed a dex belt. See, the thing is, everyone's getting Cat's Grace right now. Like, all day long Cat's Grace, so I don't know if that's actually helping them. Screw it, Avenging Ring. Might as well give that to someone. And Goggles of Pure Sight, I will give to not to the protagonist, but glasses because they look bad. Anything? Yeah, don't have much else to actually equip. But are you kidding me? Putting on glasses made me encumbered. I guess take off a ring and those glasses are 4 pounds? What? I guess fear effects don't come up very much? Wait. How? That didn't adjust the weight at all. Oh, that's because they are 0 pounds, and this is whatever I took off was also 0.5. So I guess I can take off that, and that, and I have never used that wand, and okay. I am gonna have to do, like, some all-day long bull strength at this point, just to stop myself from having to deal with that, from carry weight. Yep, so I was honestly expecting there to be a combat encounter there, but there wasn't, which is sweet, I guess. So now I guess let's just continue on our path, back towards Dresden very, very, very slowly because we can't teleport yet. Oh, that's why it stopped. It stopped because it's a new day, therefore new crusade stuff to do. We finished forming a staff council. If only we were in Dresden and we can actually finish that. And Faultless Daybreak. We might actually make something with this. +3 Daybreak. Honestly, 46 positive. Oh, it's positive. Maybe the shield would be better. Oh no, it's the exact same effect, isn't it? Triumphant Noontide. Show it to me. Come on. Apparently that might be bugged, actually. I feel like that is supposed to be something different, but it isn't. So, okay. We may not actually be using that one. We will see eventually, but we can move around our armies more. So we're going to move around our armies more. Okay, come on, merge. More Hell Knights, because as much as they are assholes, they're very good in Crusade mode. Nice to have you, Silver. And yeah, there have been a lot of people that have showed up recently. So it's good to have you here. Ask any questions that you want, because this is a Pathfinder 1e game, so it's not exactly relevant to 2e, which is the other content that I make, but it's still fun for me to do. So if you have anything that you want to say, then I would be happy to just talk about, like, literally anything that comes up. And if you don't have anything to say, that's also perfectly fine. Yeah. Let's focus on these guys. Yeah, I don't need to move anymore with them. Oh. Damn, I'm getting a lot of good morale turns. Excellent. Now, some more people are getting into range. And splat goes the cultists. And the water elementals, I can just auto this now. There's no point micromanaging all of this. Not whenever they are just going to die. Oh, you are probably the only person watching. None of my streams are all that big. Because I am not a streamer. I just do this because I want... One, I find streaming fun. Sometimes I have a varied amount of people watching. But, streaming's fun. I wanted to play through this game again. And have an excuse to myself for playing this game again. This is a very long game. It's just fun to do. But, yeah. The vast majority of people who watch my content don't watch the streams, which is fair, because I don't set out specifically to make streaming content. And it is far less, thought out than my normal content, because it takes me or not necessarily a long time, but I am absolutely someone who takes time to think out what they're gonna say, and if I don't take that time, I have a hard time putting words together. So
I won't let you hurt my friends.
So my thoughts are dramatically less put together in games like this. So I do this for fun, not necessarily. I do streaming for myself. That's probably the better way of putting it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Swarms. And they actually succeeded on their saving, or not on their saving, they're on their stealth check. I don't think that Woljif has anything to contribute to the fight. And I don't think that Chance does either. Then Sela actually does. I prepare fireballs explicitly for swarm encounters. That is not a joke. This is a game called Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. It is made by Owlcat, and it's by Owlcat Studios, and it is... Wait, what? How the heck did... Sun-marked. I forgot about that buff. Oh my god, swarms are going to be a fucking joke for this group. So it's a game that's based on the let me actually fix the chat log. It's a game based on the Wrath of the Righteous adventure path, and it's kind of a take of the. It's a loose interpretation of Pathfinder 1A rules into the CRPG sort of field, but I say loose because wait, Wolters doesn't have sun marked? Oh damn, I should have used him to actually hit someone he could damage. Okay, do you have sun marked? No.
I will resist.
Then got it. So it's basically taking some of, or it is Pathfinder 1A mechanics, but it is a bit more, my words are completely and utterly failing me. This is what I was talking about earlier. I am focusing the swarms over the giants, yes, because the swarms are legitimately a larger threat. Oh, thank God they missed Ninio. Ninio is a frail wizard. Get out of there. Get out of there, Ninio. Please. You're not actually going to do anything because you might still provoke.
Time to share your treasures.
As Woljif does horrifying things to people, as 1A rogues are wont to do. So basically, it's loosely based off of Pathfinder 1A. They simply took some liberties when it comes to certain mechanics that just don't really translate well whenever you don't have an in-person GM. And also, it is dramatically more difficult than any 1A game ever actually reasonably is. Oh, thank... Okay. I'll need to double check if anyone is actually got a disease from that. Because they might have. Swarms are... Basically, they turn up the difficulty to a ridiculous level in this game in particular. And, yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit in it. But that's fun. I honestly enjoy it. Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit. I should have just, used another fireball. It's fine. She has a ridiculous amount of fireballs. Like, that fight is kind of crazy if you don't know it's coming. I did, because I've played this game before. My god, no way. Just like, those swarms, you are immune to all weapon damage. Swarms are not something that you throw at people lightly, and they aren't exactly common in this game. But that kind of, like, ridiculous sort of bullshit is all over the place, and I personally find it fun for a computer game, but not for, like, on the table. But I do really enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. And another weapon, unique weapon that I'm not going to use because no one in the party uses great gloves. And even if they did, it's not that good. I believe that one was on a crit. All enemies within the area, within a certain area, have to make a save or like take. What was it? Let's see. What? That's not what I meant to do. Also, my computer is not remotely strong enough to actually run the game and stream at the same time. It struggles. Yeah, a low save. Like, oh, whenever you get a crit or kill an enemy, enemies within a certain radius have to make a saving throw or take a certain amount of damage and be nauseated. Enemies are all going to pass that save. But it's fun. It's just a fun game to stream that I'm just that I can kind of still talk and play at the same time. Also, apparently new Crusade mode stuff. 2 new events. So Nevi wants to talk and commotion at the Citadel. I don't remember this one. And Nevi wants to talk about one of the companions. Huh. Can't remember exactly what those are, but oh boy, are you saying that we need to get back to Dresden to actually do commander stuff instead of going out and just going around the entirety of basically maybe us wandering around ignoring responsibilities by personally exploring the world when it doesn't actually make all that much sense. And I think it would be reasonable for us to rest, right? Yeah, I think buffs are maybe starting to wear out. I just don't know. Screw it, I'll fit. Oh, now we rest. And let's do that, and actually put Ninio back doing her job. And I guess Ember can start. Oh, she doesn't have Dimension Door. That's weird. Well, Fireball. For whenever we inevitably run into swarms again. I know exactly when we're going to be running into swarms again.
Missed her a lot.
They would have been happy for her, silly. She turned into a goddess. It's not like she moved to Garand.
I hate pronouncing Garund as Garund. It just feels wrong. Now, do we actually go to Dresden? I don't know why it stopped there. Also, oh, New Day. That's why it stopped there. Because we apparently have even more Crusade things to do. Another event, End of the World. Priests of various faiths are asking the commander to banish the followers of a small sect that believes in the imminent demise of Golarion. These doomsayers scorn the gods with their words and demand that everyone bow down before the inevitable end. So if we send them on a suicide mission, we get some military XP, hardly any. If we silence them, we get a lot of leadership. If we permit them to preach, then Crusade morale reduces by 30. But we also actually get more troops that we can... energy, income... I'm honestly gonna silence them. Because getting more, like, leadership XP is really useful. And also... all the other ones aren't as good. And, honestly, I think our, our energy income's trash. +1 per day. Oh, let me remember to actually use my army and move them around and let them do stuff. Oh, damn, that's not the path I wanted them to take. That sucks. That wasted almost an entire day's worth of movement. So. Oh my god, I maybe should have looked at this army before we ran into it. So, I believe that, okay. A lot of cultists aren't a big deal. Axe throwers are not a huge deal. I will try and stun. Okay, everything but the Drakini failed. That's good. That means no stinking cloud this turn. I want to try and see if I can kill the Drakini before the Vesicator Swarm gets to us. I want to block off Okay, let's see. Because the thing is, if you kill the Drakini, then you also end up actually killing the Vesicator Swarms. But the Vesicator Swarms are already dead. So, like, I guess that's one problem taken care of. And here I can kill them. I could also... Well, I mean, this is what I'm... Okay, well, at least the Bremer Arcs are not going to do anything. I'm going to help the Babu? The Babus, because I don't take damage for hitting them. While, while the Footmen will. Wait, what? Oh, they actually succeeded on the reflex save. Sweet. And then I can heal up a bit, get in, get some damage in. Here, yeah, I have to kill these. They do some pretty horrible stuff if they're actually able to get a turn off. Oh, sweet, they chose the worst possible, or the best for me, worst possible overall choice for where to put that stinking cloud. Oh, I could have gotten an attack there. Oh well. Yeah, let's actually cast a spell for once in my life. Should have done that earlier. Would have helped with attacking. Now, I think I might prioritize the Brimarax, because they have a crazy fireball that they have the potential to use. Oh, that's scary. That's very scary. As in, there's actually going to be deaths. I want to get the Footmen into the fight. More into the fight. And part of that is starting by taking down some of these. Because big stacks of enemies are not good. Good lord, the... Sunlights are too good, man. There are going to be permanent casualties, sadly. But the fight's basically done now because the cultists... Or not the cultists, but the Footmen are now involved who would actually do the most damage. Maybe I should not have... Yeah, well, screw it. Let's smite some dredges. They're probably actually one of... Actually, let's finish off the Minotaurs here. Yeah, oh god, there are actually going to be some pretty serious casualties. And... Yeah, that sucks, actually. And... Kerthwack, and... Yeah, no, now it's a joke. But... I really hope I don't lose to that many people. I mean, it's all going to be clerics, and to be fair, I don't really... Oh no. That was a lot of Footmen that died, I think. I mean, I am kind of at the point now where I kind of want to focus on building up my army. But oh my god, daily finance. Oh, that daily finance income is actually pretty amazing. That I don't feel the most confident in taking on right now. Edge of Force is a really fun dagger that I actually really want. That one's a silly one. But I don't feel that confident taking on that army right now. So I'll just hold it off a moment. But let's actually enter. And are you ready for events? Because oh my god, we're about to have a lot of Crusade events. Like probably 10 minutes of events. Maybe more if I read them all. Or read them out. So gotta love Dresden. Takes forever to load. Commander, I have some information for you, though what I found is mostly innocent, it might be a cause for concern. What do you mean? It's about the well-being of one of your companions. Let me know. So, soldiers have been gathering in the graveyard to play cards. We usually turn a blind eye, even though it's against regulations, and yeah, but recently Social has been among them, and gambling seems to have an unhealthy effect on them. Well, yeah. Thank you for the information, I guess. Gotta love lag. Before you stands a tall, fit man whose dark hair is already tinted gray. He meets you with a military salute. My name is Captain Salkend. I command a vanguard mercenary group called the Blackstone Company. We've come from Andoran to assist you. What's up with your unit? They're recognized as a fine Andoran mercenary regiment. They don't just accept everyone, and, yeah. They're just people joining because they want to fight the demons, but are also very careful with, like, democracy and all that. Well, want to know more about you? Well, yeah. Go about your duties. Here's Aru still singing because I have that toggle to never turn off. Your breath said that we're under a constant threat from the demons with unusual abilities, like that Nabasu who attacked their army in the Lost Chapel. They're very powerful and growing in number. You haven't found out where they're coming from, have you? Well, I'm not sure, but I might have a lead. I know where to find someone who can lead us to the source of their power. You're talking about a hag by the name of Jarunika? She used to live here from the fall of Sarkonis, but then when the demons invaded this world, she happily took their side. The old cannibal knows a lot of secrets. You just have to make her talk. Does she also have special powers? Maybe. Where can we find her? Green Gates. How did you find out about this? Long story, but tell me when you get there, just, yeah. That's a part of her personal quest. The overwhelming fragrance of roses hits you as soon as you enter the headquarters. Roses occupy every inch of available space, fresh and sweet-smelling as if they have just come to bloom. The scene is capped off by Darren, who stands in the center of this rosarium with a single red rose in his hand and an expression of utter innocence on his face. Ah, Chance, it's so good that you dropped by. As you see, I've been working on a little something, and I'm afraid that your advisors are less than happy about it. Sure, if by a little something you mean an entire shipment of freshly cut roses teleported here from some southern country, you could have outfitted an entire unit with the amount of money you spent on this. Let's see. Yeah. I'm not interested in, what... I am not interested in romancing Darren, but I don't want to be an asshole to him. Let's see. I mean, obviously... Let's see. I don't think... Okay. Oh my god, they stay. I didn't realize that they would stick around. Good day, your commandership. It is we, the artistic board of the Next Door Theater. We're working on our piece about your heroism. We've taken on a few new members. We now have a master of stage equipment and scenery. It's my granddaughter, Tiana. Tiana, say hello to her commandership. We're faced with another dilemma. We simply can't decide on a climactic moment for the act that's all about the Battle of Dresden. Here, listen to the options. Option 1. The commander, that's you, launches herself out of a catapult and smashes down the fortress wall, allowing the armies to rush inside. Option 2. The commander, that's you again, masquerades as a Baelor and creeps into Dresden in disguise and then opens the gates for the Crusaders. Option 3, the commander, so that's you again, rides the attack on an enormous mountain goat, or should be called a battering ram, and breaks down the city gates. Clearly being launched in a catapult. That is clearly the most Bollywood way of doing things. Yeah. Yeah, no. The role of commander is in fact being played by a Cyclops, but that makes it even better. Time for all of the council meetings. So, the tall, gaunt half-elf salutes you solemnly. Commander, it's an honor to call the first meeting of the military council to order. I'm Captain Odon, and I've been serving under your command ever since the assault on the Great Garrison. I'll do my best to be as much of use to you as possible in this role. The foundation of the military is cold calculation and discipline. These are the principles I will seek to impart to the Crusaders. If we're to win this war, we must forget about mercy. For our enemies, for our troops, and for ourselves. Well, Commander, your sister Sela is no renowned general, but spent half her life tussling with evil. It looks like I'll be stepping up on behalf of all of Iomede's faithful here. I hope my advice will be useful. The first issue on the military council's agenda is the reorganization of troops. Our infantry has bled dry. The forces Her Majesty granted us were enough to take Dresden, but we'd need more troops to hold it. Furthermore, the army has assembled in great haste after the assault on Canabras and was never properly equipped. Fortunately, we don't have much time for redeployment. Our scouts report that a powerful Baelor, Cormemorazda, is already preparing a retaliatory strike on Dresden, but we can rely on freshly conscripted Mendelevan soldiers. They might not have the skill, but our strength, as always, lies in the number and fervor of the volunteers joining the crusade. We can't throw everyone into the meat grinder. We'll just be killing our youths for nothing. We'll just select the best among the recruits, or even better, hold a contest. The bravest and most capable will join the Crusaders. The death count is always highest among the infantry. Its purpose is to serve as a shield. It would be wise to invest our resources in hiring and training heavy footmen with shields to ensure maximum protection, even if it limits their mobility and makes them less threatening to the enemy. Well, this is how we can specialize our army. So we get the ability to basically change all of our footmen into different unit types. And previously, in my last playthrough, I went with shield bearers. Shield bearers are just dramatically more tanky than footmen, but they're slow and do hardly any damage. This time we're going to go with champions. Champions are they do a lot more damage. They have critical strike, so they have a 20% chance of doing in a time when half more damage. They just hit hard. They are dramatically less tanky than shield bearers. But I don't want to just make all the exact same choices. So, I think I might actually hit the arena once or twice myself to test the rookies. It'll be a nice warm-up. Thank you for your time, Commander. When the reforms are finished and the ranks of our military are replenished, I'll assemble the military council to discuss new decisions. That is going to be like in 2 days. Hail, Commander, a middle-aged dwarf who has clearly seen some combat, salutes you with one barely moving bone-dry hand. On her face are huge scarred claw marks. A black eye patch covers one eye, but she's watching you with the other intended somber. Dorkalina Stranglehold, chair of the Logistics Council, at your service. We've got ourselves an ugly situation that requires your decision. Hey there, I'm also on this council too. I'm the tip-top logistic counselor. I hope I won't be in anyone's way here if I join you. I think I could have some good advice here, if you don't mind, of course. Hopefully, this council will benefit from my vast experience surviving with gear that consists of rocks and sticks, and any dinner that's not squirming on your plate is considered a feast. All in all, sounds like you're a counter crusade. Well, I won't lie to you. Our logistics are a mess. We need more of everything, and what we do have is in disarray. Crates of provisions are rotting away in storehouses because some idiot quartermaster spilled beer on the papers. And fools are not the worst problem. There's also theft. Some officers grease palms to get a helmet with a stylish plumage or a fancy blade from Narasan. Meanwhile, that means that ordinary soldiers are being armed with barely more than kitchen knives. Hammer and tongs. It's time to give the entire logistics staff the bum's rush. The question is, where do we find capable and honest people to replace them? The army's always been a mess. It's the army. Duh. If we want to get ourselves out of this bog, supplies have got to be handed by real moneymakers, not soldiers. Merchants, store clerks, people with a habit of counting every coin, not sucking away on the kingdom's udder. And these scoundrels have got to be replaced with decent, honorable people. Selfless souls that have already proven that they'll put their comrades' lives above all else, especially their own wealth. Surely those people would take the best care of our soldiers, and let's get some veterans on the job, people who have, had their fill of the front line and know how firsthand what it's like to be a common soldier. And Dorgalina's suggestion is to get some experience well collected. Basically, just get some people from Narasan, and yeah. So, Woljif is that all trainable units get expensive equipment, meaning +1 to AC and attack. Then, Aru's is ready for anything. +2 bonus to all saves. That's really good. There's a lot of saving throw effects. Then Lan, all trainable units get only the essentials. So, more health, and Dorgalina's is equipment from the state. So +1 to attack and saving throws. I am gonna go with Aru. A, I like Aru a lot, and B, +2 bonus on saves is very nice, especially when I find that the more dangerous parts of the game are like, oh no, fireball on your entire army. So bonus on reflex saves is really nice. So they'll make sure that the soldiers are ready for whatever trouble the enemy might have in store for them. After all, the other people's lives depend on their work. How could they neglect such responsibility? Well, yeah. And then another council. Third one in a row. We're about to get to the fourth. Commander, the matters before us are urgent, so let's not stand on ceremony. I'm Lady Konami, the official attaché from Narasan. Here are my credentials. Her Majesty has instructed me to lead your headquarters diplomatic council. And I'm so surprised that he was invited. And it's very weird that that Lan is here, and it's almost even more weird that Woljif is here. And it makes sense, sadly, that that Darren is here. So yeah. It's fine. What's on the council's agenda? Well, I hate to say it, Commander, but not everyone in Narasan is pleased with your progress. Some believe that, to use their words, you're out of control and fancy yourself as an independent leader. It wouldn't surprise me if you encountered supply disruptions in the near future. I would suggest calling their anger, show the capital that you haven't forgotten about the chain of command. For example, you could hold a parade in honor of Her Majesty. Well, if we need to demonstrate that we're keeping Narasan in mind, why don't we just invite the capital's high priest to dress him? Pander to naysayers? No. Let's have a parade in the honor of Chance. This is our victory, so we can just fucking show off how cool we are. Yeah. So. And of course, Woljif's idea is just bribe the council. So, this gives us a decree. So, Socials is religious feast. So you earn income. Energy point income increases by 20%, and financial income increases by 10. Darren's is a parade in the commander's honor. Reduces the cost of recruiting mercenary units, while also reducing the amount of material and points you get. Lan is, let's see, Crusade Morale increases by 10 or by 20 if it's below 0. Then Woljif is just bribe. Then Royal Parade is just finance points. I think I'm gonna go with land. I think. Yeah, let's spend our funds helping people. That's a good use of our decision. Yeah, Lady Konami is a bit of a... She has ulterior motives and is a bit of a prick. Hail, Commander. Before you stands an aged, yet fit and sturdy Garundi standing at attention. His dark skin has an earthy tone to it, and crystals sparkle forth from where his hair and eyebrows should be, clearly marking him as an Oread. Captain Harlan, chair of your staff council, by order of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, here to deliver a report. Ciel is also on this one. Regiel's also on this one. Darren's also on this one. So, there's a problem. Although we're getting enough volunteers, we're now getting cases of desertion. Many who have joined the Dresden campaign believe that their duty has been filled by the victory and are not keen on staying in the garrison. People want to basically return home and rebuild the ruined city, and there are also those who don't want to, stay in an active war zone. My suggestion is improving the living condition of the privates, raise their pay, give them extra rations, reward them. Silas is basically saying, hey, religion. And Regiel is saying, just arrest the instigators and administer harsh punishment, and Darren is pay the officers really well. So, this, if you would show me, glory to the heroes would be Silas. It just increases Crusade morale by 5 or 10. Regiel is hunting down mutiny. Massively increases Crusade morale. But it reduces the amount of units that you can get. Darren is bribes for the officers. Big increase, but it costs money, and distributing revisions. I'm honestly just gonna go for Silas. Silas is really basic. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything, and it boosts morale just a little bit. So that's finally all of those done. Oh my god, that took longer than I thought. But we're not done yet. We still have more to do, believe it or not. In particular, we just need to get our infrastructure up and running. By that I mean, throughout the world, whenever we take over a keep, or is it a keep? Might be called keeps, but we get access to outposts that we can actually build stuff in. And that we can use that to do a wide variety of things, mainly just building stuff. So, like, building an alchemist laboratory gives plus 10 energy to all generals. Garrison archery range boosts the amount of gotta love hiccups. It boosts the amount of archers that you can recruit every week. Big one is supply center. Increases material income by 3. I am legitimately going to be building that. And then garrison archery, garrison barracks. Yeah. And the main thing is that material income is so important. I'm going to be building a supply center in every single outpost, even though I don't have the money for it right now. I will want it eventually, because it just is a huge help. And actually, do I want to do that? So let's see. If I wanted to go down to Winter Sun, I have gotta get back around, right? Let's see. I can buy some more champions. I can buy some more archers. I don't want spearmen. I honestly don't. The marksmen, though. I don't remember where I got the marksmen, but I am happy to have them. Marksmen are incredibly good. They're just better archers. And you might know what I think about archers. They're, in my opinion, the best units in the... they're not the best units in the game, but they are very close. Actually, wait, do I have... I have more champions that I can bring in. Might as well bring these people up, so I can just merge them. With some people from this army. Army, so split off. Then this one can come down here simply for management. Clutter management. That is what I am trying to think of. Then this one can work its way up and around. Because ideally I want to be able to I want to be able to punch through this army. If I'm looking at that again, I think I can take it. And it also gives daily... Let's try it. I'm gonna save first, though. And then we're gonna try it tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, okay. And then back to actually adventuring. We may not be gone for long from Dresden, because we have enough experience to actually rank up all of the councils again. We just need a day to pass so we can issue those decrees, then another day to pass to actually resolve the decree. So I'm probably going to be doing that before I go to Winter Sun. And I also need time for my army to actually clear the path through Winter Sun. But we have somewhere to go. And yeah, let's continue with this group. Stay hydrated, people. It's good for you. Let's go to a terrifying place. So, which is the ruins of the Ashbury Hamlet. I am, actually, let's rest? Yeah, no. Everyone's ready to rest, so let's do it, I guess.
Continuing my efforts to identify and record paladin curse words. Hey, paladin girl, I covered your armor with soot.
You're like a little kid. I can't get upset with you, let alone swear at you. Come over here. Help me clean this armor.
But, so, this game has a lot of pretty random difficulty spikes. And this is going to be one of them. I don't think it will be nearly as bad as it will be in my first playthrough, because I now know to prepare an incredible amount of Death Ward spells. And Death Ward is very, very, very important. But so now we cast a lot of spells, and then we cast some more spells, and I'm just gonna double check that everyone has Death Ward. That's Life Bubble, So Death Ward. Yeah, I see Death Ward, Death Ward, Death Ward, Death Ward, Death Ward, Death Ward, and then Spot has Death Ward. Excellent. We may or may not be running into an encounter where there's a lot of negative damage. Perhaps. Perhaps maybe. If this is the place that I'm thinking of, having Death Ward is going to be very, very important, and I'm going to save. Because an ancient Sarkonian ghost is a level 16 cleric, who's incorporeal, bleeding touch. Honestly, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. I thought that they had a thing. Oh, blasphemy. Is it blasphemy that I was thinking of? Lake Storm? I thought that this one was the one that does a shit ton of negative levels. But before we actually end up fighting them,
I shall not be swayed
You're
from
a
my
good
path.
person. I like you.
I'm going to separate out people that don't need to be close. And then we're going to save again. Because this fight could go very poorly. Then I should have hasted first, actually, now that I think about it. Holy crap, that is... Why is Spot doing ghost touch damage? Because I am, he is incorporeal, right? He should be yeah, no. I don't know why. Not gonna complain about... I mean, Chance should legitimately be incorporeal, because, like, Finian is a ghost touch weapon. But, then... Okay, that sucks. Now for a full attack, thankfully. Let's activate Arcane Strike. Screw it.
Guide my hand.
Well, that was 2 nat 1s in a row. Oh, there's the specters. There they are. That's the negative levels I was worried about. So, yeah, three specters can do a lot of negative levels really quick.
Stab you or zap you?
Oh, yeah. He's gonna be so useful this fight, isn't he? Woljif. Considering that, he can't sneak attack anyone, and sneak attacking is kind of his whole deal. Oh boy, look at all that damage. But now we can haste. Which is really what I wanted. Oh, that's sweet, that can actually affect everyone. And they're probably immune to mind affecting? Yeah, no. Hey, disrupt undead. I think most of the people in here have freedom of movement. But I could be wrong about that, so I'm still gonna get out of the, Okay, now this fight should honestly be very easy, because I think... Well, everyone has death wards, so the specters can't hurt people. But I'm still gonna be very careful. Okay, thank God my attack actually went through. Oh, that's a very, very nice crit. I should have gone for the other one. That was actually, like, hurt still. Oh, okay, Seela's in the pit. Which is bad for her, but she can live through practically anything so long as she isn't knocked out of rage. She'll be fine. And now just get okay. Rift of Ruin thankfully went away. That fight went so much better than did the first time. Almost like having foreknowledge about what is about to happen is useful. Also, we get a ridiculous amount of XP for doing that, by the way. From that fight, I think. Wait, right? Where's the... We should have gotten a lot of XP from that fight. Because who would have guessed a level 16 ghost is a rather dangerous encounter. So I think they give you a fair amount for it. But I could be incorrect. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so there's like nothing going on here. I don't know why they decided to put an encounter with 4 different incorporeal creatures. With like no reason for it to be as dangerous as it is, but they did. So I was maybe a little bit more scared of that encounter than I should have been. But that's fine. That's fine. Better to over-prepare. Now we have Crusade stuff to do, because of course we have Crusade stuff to do. Earbeth wants to talk. Worried about Kyre. Oh, excellent. I mean, it's bad for Kyre, but it's good for us. Because that is actually a pretty fine reason to go back to Dresden. But first, how do we get to the shallow grave? Is it here? No? Oh, traveling merchant. Hey, I've been waiting for him. Although I do have one of the mods I have does just allow me to immediately go to the traveling merchant whenever I want. But I've been waiting. And it's also convenient that I'm not playing like a follower of Erastil, or not Erastil, Phrasma, because the traveling merchant of the game is a skeletal salesman. Skeleton is walking across the way, he moves with a pep in his step, humming a tune. Good evening to you there. Is this what days look like to you in the world? One can't really tell, but no matter, be it good or day, the skeletal salesman always has the best deals you can find anywhere. Yep. So, yeah. What? I guess. Sweet. Greater Heroism Scroll. I'm probably not going to use it. Well, show me your wares. Which one does he have? Because he has a variety of different, sets of items that he has. Like, some... You'll see in just a second. Okay, he has nothing I want. But, right? Yeah, no, he has nothing I want. So, what do you sell? A variety of stuff. So, right now he's got a bunch of spell stuff, but I think that I would actually prefer... right now, I think... personal protection equipment. Give me some PPE. So basically, whenever he shows up, you can ask him, hey, I think this would sell really well. And then the next time you find him, he has access to a different inventory of goods. The problem is you have zero control normally of when he shows up, so you might only see him like 2 times in an act. So you don't have time to see through every single inventory, and you don't know what they are before he'll show up again. But I have a button that allows me to just cheat that. Okay, there we go. I've been wanting to get that. And say events stuff. So Soul Shear, we're gonna cleanse it. Because yeah, +2 additional uses of channel energy. And it's also a cool weapon. That now I can actually equip because previously it couldn't be equipped by a lawful good character. And I wanted to be able to equip it so someone else can use Finian. Also because it is a cool weapon. Look at that handle. Look at that. Look at that cool stuff. But here, honestly, Longsword of Right's really good. Just +1 Star Knives. I actually think it will go to Aru. For a Star Knife. Probably Keen is better. Yeah. Yeah, that's for the best. Then now we are going to rest. Wait, nope. The army can move. So let's save and hopefully allow the army to make its way back to approximately Dresden. So I can start, because I think there's a keep between us and Wintersun, which would be nice. So I think we've got to focus the rocks, right? It's got to be. Well, first, let's shout. Okay, well, they both succeeded on their saving throw, so that sucks. Oh, I just realized I should actually maybe focus on the Railrocks. Because, yeah, they have access to Fireball, and Fireball is gonna... sorry, they have Greater Fireball. It's in a 5x5 grid instead of a 3x3. And that would be really bad to get hit by. Like, that would be horrible. Okay, sweet. I love it when both of my ranged characters fail at a saving throw. But that's a very good stunning screech. They can just stay around. They'll be fine. And... God, I was really hoping that'd be enough. Well... screw it, the archers can run out. And here we can finish off the rock. I really, really wish that I was able to delay and yeah, marksmen do such good damage. Too bad they're incredibly expensive and I don't have access to actually hiring them yet. Eventually my plan is to convert all of my archers into marksmen. They're very, very good at their job. Here... I think I'll go there. Okay, well they're going after them, I guess. Instead of the clerics, I'm a bit surprised. Paladins are absolutely, like, they get focus fired by every unit. They're pretty good. I kind of see them as just worse versions of Hell Knights, honestly, in Crusade mode. In Crusade mode specifically, I should clarify. I'm just gonna auto. We're not gonna hit we're not gonna hit the cap on our infirmary. But I'm not certain exactly what units I'm gonna want eventually to make up my, like, army more long-term. I know that I want to use some of the mythic ones, because I will eventually get access to more mythic ones. But until then, let's start working our way downtown. Alright. Because I believe to get to Winterstone I have to go through that demon encampment. And I can't do that with my party. I can move through demon armies with my party, but I can't move through demon encampments. So here we go. Let's take out those. Those are big group. Like Smilodons. Okay, well they're no longer a big deal. I can take some of them down. Weaken up some of them. Weaken up them some. Finish off the horses. Oh wow, it's almost like the game told me this would be an incredibly easy encounter, and it was. Wow, I'm so shocked. Um, yeah, no, that fight was never going to actually be challenging. Like, really. Daily, that's 4 daily energy income? I had 2. Or I guess I actually apparently had not 2, but still, like, that's a substantial increase. Far more of a increase than I was expecting. But we take those. Now okay, this is gonna be easy. Fallen Knights, Ash Giants. Let's just not have to deal with them. Even if there are just summons, better to not have to worry about them. And damn, I didn't mean to skip that turn. That's unfortunate. And here and Kurthwhack. As Kurthwhack is in fact the appropriate term to use. And finish off the Almoxes, maybe finish off well, hurt one of the Ash Giants because they're not stunned. Unvancing the casting system and adding a point buy option. I don't necessarily think that adding a point buy option would, like, break 2E. I just don't particularly feel like it would be necessary. Regarding unvancing, like, removing vancing and casting, I think that I'll say that I am not personally a huge fan of vancing and casting. However, I like the state of spellcasters in 2E. I will hold off, like, more complicated, complete thoughts regarding vancing casting for whenever the Kineticist comes out, because Kineticists are kind of spellcasters that don't have Vancian magic. So I will want to see how Paizo approaches the Kineticist before I start talking about how, like, a wizard would work without Vancian magic. But I am content with the way that spellcasters already work, even if me, like, personally as a player, I don't like tracking spells like that, because I think, oh, what if I run into a situation where I can use them better? I'm just that kind of person. And that doesn't necessarily mean that, like, Vancian is magic is bad. It's just it's not my kind of deal. So I guess that you could do it, but I think that the current system is incredibly well designed. So I would be very careful with making that kind of change. Is, I guess, where I'm coming from, because I do legitimately think that spellcasters are in a good spot, and there's always going to be a bit of a getting rid of a well-designed system to try and force it into being something that it isn't is you gotta be careful doing that. So, like, I am not a huge fan of Vancian magic overall, but I think that Pathfinder 2e is in just very well executed Vancian magic. So even if it isn't my favorite cup of tea, it's done well. So I'm willing to, like, it's just very well done. So I think that it would have to be exceptionally well done changing of the system for me to want to do something different. And I will generally think that, like, I'd rather wait for the kinetics to see, because impulses are just spells. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. Impulses are just spells. But very just elemental themed spells. Which is not necessarily bad, just that's what it is. I think that it would very, very much break the balance of the system to allow every spellcasters to automatically... Okay, I think that allowing any prepared spellcaster to take the flexible spellcasting archetype, I don't think that would be, like, broken. That's what it's there for. But I don't think that every spellcaster should automatically be given it. I think that should be a choice that you have to make with your character of, okay, I'm going to have less spells every day, but I don't have to stress as much about preparing a specific amount of spells. I think that if, like, prepared spellcasting doesn't have the drawback of, like, you have to be really careful with what spells you get, because otherwise, or with what spells you prepare, then there isn't a reason really to not play that. Like, why wouldn't you play a wizard?
I like your tale. Really?
Like,
but it serves no practical purpose and hinders rather than facilitates my movement.
That's because your dex
I
isn't good
cannot
enough.
deny that
Anyhow.
holding it does bring a certain aesthetic pleasure.
Like, basically, if wizards could just flexibly cast their spells like, well, I don't even think that it's an like, that's not homebrew at that point. If you're just allowing people to take it as a sweet teleport circle's done, I didn't need to... screw it, let's see what the Skeleton Merchant has. I was talking earlier about how he never shows up, and now he shows up twice in, like, a 24-hour period. At that point, that's not homebrew, that's just saying, like, prepared spellcasters can take an option that prepared spellcasters can already take. Which is, like, giving access to it, I guess, would be a choice, but it's not, like, anything crazy. Because if I remember correctly, the only requirements to be able to take that are to take the flexible... Mighty Swipe, is that better? No. Alacrity, plus 4 confidence bonus on reflex save. That's actually decent. Beastly sturdiness. No. I'll actually take the Belt of Alacrity. Might as well. And also I should probably sell all of the garbage in my inventory. Which is really just a lot of stuff that I'm not going to use because it doesn't match any of my characters. One avoidable drill is so good that I'm not actually going to sell it. But yeah, now we're no longer poor. Well, there isn't really a reason to take Flexible Spellcaster on a sorcerer. Because what the Flexible Spellcaster does is it allows you to, say, like, prepare, it's like, okay, for my 3rd level spells, I'm going to prepare... So normally with, like, a wizard, if, let's say you have... I'm going to ignore, like, spell slots or school specialization spell slots and all that stuff. So let's say you have 3 3rd level spells. So you say, I'm going to prepare a fireball, I'm going to prepare a haste, and I'm going to prepare a slow. So that's my 3 spells. I have 1 fireball, 1 haste, 1 slow. Flexible Spellcaster allows for you to say, I'm going to prepare fireball, haste, and slow. I'm only going to have, I think, 2 spell slots. But I can cast 2 fireballs, or 1 fireball and 1 slow, 1 fireball, 1 haste, 2 hastes, 2 slows. Any combination of those 3 spells you can prepare ahead of time. But you but you don't have to prepare a number of fireballs. You can just say, I want to use one of my 3rd level spell slots to cast fireball. Effectively, Flexible Spellcaster turns you into a 5e wizard. But that's the way that spontaneous casters work already. They might only know haste, fireball, and slow for their 3rd level spells. But then they can cast any combination of them. Basically, Flexible Spellcaster turns prepared spellcasters into spontaneous casters for a list that they prepare every day, but they have even fewer spell slots than normal. So the reason why you can't take flexible spellcasting on a sorcerer is because there's no reason to. They already have every benefit of flexible spellcasting. So a Gelid with a well-worn travel robe with a deep hood offers you a respectful bow. His voice is quiet and emotionless. Greetings, Commander. To be granted an audience with a figure of such importance is a great honor. Your victories have impressed me and inspired me, which is why I will do my best part to aid in the Crusaders' struggle. My name is Velg. I'm a Gelid. My lineage dates back to the Sarkonian clans, and bonds of kinship have always been sacred to my family. When the world would open, my ancestors fled Sarkonis, but they did not forget their homeland. Even before the Crusades began, my great-great-grandfather marched in defense of our people. He perished as they all did. A long history of people in the Crusade, basically. For 23 years, I've been gathering documents on Sarkonis. They contain numerous mentions of the history of the Blackwater clan. The clan was beset by demons, as its members had dedicated themselves to crafting a powerful weapon against the world wound. The clan needed more time, but no support came from their neighbors, and so they were destroyed. What kind of weapon were they working on? Okay, I'll put it to good use. That is a very dangerous location that we're not going to be going to for a bit, because holy shit, Blackwater would probably wipe my party right now. And yeah, no problem. These streams are fun for questions like that, where I can take time to break down a very specific question. Yeah, so he wants to make a donation. Well, yeah, these will come in handy. Something special in there, okay. Commander of alarming news, Sir Kyre seems to have fallen ill. He has stepped back almost completely from commanding his people. His ever-bright Crusaders are a large and experienced force. Our strategy relies heavily on them. Please talk to him. It may be time for Sir Kyre to step down and hand over the leadership to a younger, more energetic knight. He's not a young man anymore, and it must be a struggle to keep up with his responsibilities. What do you know about it? Just rumors, but it seems like he's anxious and won't say what happened. I'm gonna talk to him. Because, yeah, we're... Talking to him is related to something that we have to go and do in just a moment. Yeah, let's just go to the streets. I miss playing a character that had a stupidly fast movement speed so I can move around Dresden quickly. Alas, I only have a 30-foot movement speed instead of like a 180. This game is silly. This is a surprisingly long loading screen. You doing okay, game? You are. So, I just want to double check that I'm not missing any significant characters that matter, but yeah, let's go and talk to Kyre. Oh shit, it's actually... I didn't realize it was around the time of day where I can actually finish the whole gambling at night thing. But it is, so I'm gonna get it done now instead of having to wait, because there is a specific time of day that is counted as night for this event. So the soldiers stare at his cards in the dim light of a candle stub. Deal me 2 more. I'll double down. Deal me another one. What? Another one? Are you bluffing? Wait until you lay down your cards and you'll see if I'm bluffing. Yeah. He's very passionate about this. So, yeah. What's up? And they panic and run. Well, they ran off. It's not like they were doing anything wrong. Everyone was mostly sober. I'm sure they behaved themselves. Yeah, I was worried that you'd gotten a little bit into trouble. Yeah, you shouldn't lie to yourself. Well, do you think this is a appropriate place for you to spend your time? Because you need to unwind. And yeah, you're mortal. You, come on, man. Yeah, just relax and yeah, we're in a fucking war. You need some downtime. Take care of yourself. And yeah, but he also has a little bit of an anger problem. But now we can go and talk to Kyre, and let's see. Oath of Glory. Yeah. So what in particular are you thinking of? Getting a, like... The champion oaths and causes are pretty set in, like, the kind of characters that they generally represent. So I absolutely see Paladin being one of the harder 5e classes to convert to 2e. If you want to get the divine magic aspect of it, that basically there is no shame in like playing a fighter that takes the cleric archetype. So they just hit shit really hard with all of their fighter stuff, but then they also have access to some limited divine spellcasting. And then, like, oh yeah, you're a paladin. Paladin is a rank. Even if you are not mechanically a champion. That is, like, absolutely something that is okay. So he looks anxious and disoriented. Did something happen? Where did Morved go? He ran away, packed his things in the dead of the night and disappeared. Must have gone to find some demons to fight. Kellett, his entire clan are blood enemies of demons. They also worship the god Gorham. Did you see the straw wolf hanging around his neck? It's their clan talisman. It's called the Little Fang. Put so much effort to get him to see the light of Iomedae, but he imbibed his loyalty to Gorham with his mother's... I told him, you can't fight darkness if you're guided by anger. If rage overwhelms you, you can't. You'll either perish or become a villain, or you get so used to war that you forget what it's like to live as a human. But he only has one thing on his mind. Vengeance. For his family, for his ancestors, for his wounded honor. I tried to find him. They said he'd been going to the tavern a lot lately. Everbright Crusaders don't go to taverns. We keep ourselves clean, body and spirit. But Morved didn't go there to drink or play dice. He was looking for a guide. They found one. Kellett, too, a descendant of the old Zirconians. Even the demons couldn't force them out of these lands. He said Morved wanted to go to Wintersun, an ancient Zirconian settlement. But I don't know what he wanted there or where exactly to look for him. There are a lot of demons in that region. I can't send scouts there with the order to leave no stone unturned. There will be too many skirmishes with monsters or huge losses. Well, I'm going to find him. I'm actually going to ask a few questions. Okay, good. Because I was earlier that I want to go to Winter Sun. And I didn't go to Winter Sun immediately for a variety of reasons, but one of them being that I wanted to grab that quest first, so I don't have to backtrack and go there again later. But, yeah, let's keep everyone. So, let's make our way to Winter Sun. Shall we? Oof. I am probably going to have to go to the bathroom sometime soon because I've been drinking a lot of water and talking for 2 hours. But let's make our way, shall we? So, this should be about the correct route. Before I rest, double check. Okay, I can actually go places. That's wonderful. Okay, yeah, I'm actually headed straight for these people. I mean, I am personally very okay with being lenient with alignment restrictions, like saying, "Oh yeah, no, it's totally fine." If you think that, like, effectively, if you were in a game with me where I was GMing, I would totally 100% be okay with looking the other way and allowing like a neutral good or like a neutral good liberator, because I don't think that liberation as a concept makes sense to exclusively limit to chaotic good. I don't think that like redemption as a character concept makes sense to exclusively limit to like any alignment. Liberation is a, oh my god, they're almost all dead. That was dramatically more damage than I expected them to take from those babus. Let's get them out of the picture. Holy shit. I am used to having footmen, I guess, who are cheap as hell, so them attacking babus is fine. Yeah, let's shoot the dretches because they're about to make my day horrible. And let's try and... Okay, well, at least the dretches still don't get a turn. What to do? I guess the paladins can be the sacrificial lamb. Oh, I still can't actually get an attack off on, or a lay on hands on the champions, which is what I really want. A fighter with a clear feat sounds like it would fit the bill. Dump stat being wisdom, then I mean you can play a divine spellcasting sorcerer. That might work. It may not necessarily fit 100% with the character concept, but yikes, that was a lot of damage. Ow. I thought that they were summoned. Come on. Also, why is the turn not ending? Game? Okay, I did not want that to auto move. That sucks. They are summoned. Why didn't they go away? And I didn't want that. That is expressly what I did not want. I wanted to be able to get yeah, they should have the Vesicator Swarm should have disappeared. Whenever okay, that is bad. I will really, really need to why I've never had this problem before where turns just don't end. Also, something that I think is kind of important is unless you're like playing in like Pathfinder Society or something, like okay, there are a lot of ways that you can get access to like divine spellcasting. Like, oh, play a or depending on what you want out of your divine spellcasting. So like, oh, you just want lay on hands? Blessed one. The Blessed One archetype. On like a Blessed One archetype on a sorcerer. That would work just fine. Gotta love hiccups. While streaming. Talking a lot. Like Blessed One dedication would work. Sorcerer would work. That would just give you access to a lot of divine spells. Let's move here. Because ideally, this is gonna end the fight. It really should. It did. Okay. That may not have actually been ideal. Who did we not get back? So, Paladins, Hell Knights, Marksmen. It was Archers. Okay. Archers, we can stand to lose a little bit of Archers because we have a lot of them. Yeah, but there's a lot of ways to make a, like, righteous holy warrior in 2E. And you don't just have to use, the champion, which is, of course, like, the actual righteous holy warrior class. Also, I am 100% taking Cure Wounds. Yeah. Being able to cast healing spells. Oh my god, it's been too long. Healing spells are so incredibly good. And also, finally, I've been wanting a better boost to my wisdom for a long, long time. Because a boost to wisdom gives me more spells. What on earth should I do with this? Honestly, bolstering. I was talking earlier about how it's I could do a communal. No. Ages of the Faithful is way too good of a spell to not use. Deadly Toil. I guess I can just continue working my way on south. Yeah, I've been meaning to make a video. I should have checked what this fight was. This was his level 7 army. This could be bad. Admittedly, I now have a healing spell, meaning that I actually have something to do with my general every turn. Oh god, I really should have looked at what this was. So let's see. The Merilith and the Panachi. I actually think that this is the bigger priority. Oh, but this is 3. No. The Merilith is gonna teleport next to me and fuck me up. Oh god, I really should not have done that. Maybe hurt the Glabrazoos a little? Oh, that was the archer's shot. Oh, no. I'm gonna spread out a little bit, move forward a little bit, move forward a little bit. Hell Knights will forward and God, that hurts. Okay, the Glabrazoos are out. That's good. Oh, damn. No, the champions failed their fort save. That's terrible, actually. I'm going to work on the cultists a bit, I guess. Yeah, that's why I don't like the Merilith, by the way. Because they're bad. Let's who can I let's bless. Bless will be good for everybody. Let's move away and give them a sacrificial lamb of a paladin. And here, sacrificial lamb. As the Hell Knights frantically try and kill, Yeesh. Yeesh. Not actually the worst thing that they could be doing right now. Depressingly. I actually think cultists somehow are the bigger priority. Self-lay on hands. Oh, that was a really bad counter for me. Let's just... Oh, damn, I was hoping I could finish off the rock. Heal thyself, priest. Please and thank you. Oh, yeah, no, my CPU is desperately crying out for help. As we speak. But it's fine. Oh, that's a bad set of fort saves. But I guess there are now 3 things within 4 things actually within the square. Of course, only one of them fails. The archers can get out of there. I need to damage the Meriliths. As horrible as it is that they counter. And this needs to die. Really badly that needs to die. But now I can hurt some Meriliths more. And I can also heal the clerics. And heal the clerics. Actually finish off the Vrock. The Vrock is one of the least dangerous things here, but it's, like, still sucks. Now, here... Heal the champions. Hurt some of the Meriliths more. And... Yep. Cause myself a lot of pain there. Get over here so I can maybe kill one. I was really hoping I'd be able to kill one with the Hell Knight. And that's... Oh, that hurt a lot. Thankfully, I have a healing spell now, meaning I can just actually keep... Oh, thank God, one of them's dead. One of them is finally dead. Oh, I wish I looked at this fight beforehand. And let's really try and kill the thing... The guy that decides that channeling energy into the crowd is an effective strategy because he's right. It is. It is very effective. Channel energy is very dangerous in these circumstances. But we can continue just slowly plinking down some people. I think Hell Knights. I want to try and get this number down so I don't actually lose people. But that might be very hard. Oh, I thought I had more. Of the channels left. I was hoping I'd be able to get a kill. Oh, 0 damage. That's terrifying. So heal the cleric. Oh no. That was a terrible misclick. Oh, that's really bad. That's terrible. At least some of them didn't come back to life. Oh boy, 2 damage. Let's go. I don't have a good way of dealing with damage reduction, do I? Well, I can at least heal clerics. And I'm gonna keep on... Oh my god, that was such a low roll. That was terrible. That was, like, almost impressively bad. Yeah, let's get the Panaji. There's 6 of them, that's more dangerous. 2 damage, let's go! Well, one Panaji has finally died. So... There we go, that's a better roll. To use Sword and Board, the Compelled Duel tells the enemy to pick up one. Okay. I would like to be able to use Penetrating Strike to actually allow me to punch through DR, but unfortunately, I don't have that. Or sorry, I need to frantically heal my clerics instead. That is the more accurate. Oh my god, Unholy Auras is... How much strength damage do they have? I might actually have to rely on slowly shooting down these guys because I simply don't... I'm taking more strength damage than I know it than, like... I can... Oh god. That's silly, honestly. Also, I need to heal, I need to heal my champions. Especially now that they're getting hit, because I can heal a lot of them back. Like, a lot. Also, I should really go into attack stance. Let's go 0 damage. I should... Honestly, I can start wasting turns on my clerics. They have such low health, don't they? Let's see. Let's heal the clerics again. Right? Actually, let's get the Hell Knights. They're probably my main damage dealer. Plink away at the Mariliths. What kind of fool needs to conserve energy? Yeah. The clerics aren't gonna do anything of value. So they're just gonna sit this one out. And I am finally at a point now where I will be getting all of my units back. So now I can actually... Ow. Oh boy, 2 damage. Let's go. But I can run around a lot and fail at doing damage again. So I will... boost my archers' damage output? Probably, because I think everyone else has a ridiculous amount of strength damage. Like, they're not going to be hurting anything anytime soon. So... This is an interesting challenge that I haven't had before. Attack formation, I guess. How much health does one of these have? Oh my god, I still have to get through 500 hit points. Yeah, I actually think this is something that I have to auto. Legitimately, I have to auto this. Because I have to get through 500 hit points. I thought this army had good damage. Oh my god. Let's actually stop the auto so I can... Oh, apparently not stop the auto. I wanted to heal the clerics again. They're getting, unfortunately, low. And then we go back to autoing. Riveting gameplay. Maybe I should heal the champions. I think there used to be more of them. So... Yeah, no. There aren't really half-casters in 2E. Really the only equivalent to half-casters are... summoners and maguses, because those have limited spellcasting slots, so they have like 4 generally. But that's as close as 2E really gets. I guess let's just continue running around. Don't have all that many more fights I can actually do down here without having to get more troops. Although, for both, or at least for Rangers, you can, That's odd. I don't know what that is. Let's see. What can I might actually be able to... diplomacy is pretty close to being done. But... screw it, I'll start one of these. Let's start a relic. And... yeah, I'm gonna do this one. Because, that can give a +2 morale bonus to dexterity, which is very good. Yeah, but regarding, like, Rangers not being half-casters, you can get access to, spells on a Ranger. They're just focus spells instead of full spells. So you can be a caster Ranger. It's just not as... like, you don't have spell slots. Okay, more Crusade stuff to do. I wish this wasn't a loading screen, but it is. And it was literally just to tell me that an edict was done and that Erebeth has successfully gone on some missions. And now we're going to be entering Winter Sun. I am gonna have to go to the bathroom. It's not necessarily like a great time, but this is going to be a longer section. So I do really have to go to the bathroom, but I will be back in not that long, like maybe a couple of minutes. So I will be back shortly. And until then, not really until then. I will just see you in just a quick moment. Sorry. So 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 All right. So, I am back. Sorry that's a little bit longer than I said. I had to return a phone call. So, thankfully it was good news, but now we can click a button and lag my PC to death. Let's see. So, this is interesting stuff. There's some magic, some scouts went missing, but no sign of a struggle. Yeah, so in regards to a difference between a summoner and a conjuration-focused wizard is that there are some huge differences. Basically, summoners are characters that are specifically focused, like they are characters that are connected to a separate power that then they summon an eidolon. So like they are connected to an angel, so they summon an angel that they can use, and then that angel has the like is literally connected to the summoner. And how that works mechanically is that summoners and their eidolons share actions. So like the summoner is a spellcaster and the eidolon is a word that I very much have in my head that is not in my mouth. The eidolon is a martial character, the summoner is a spellcaster, but they share actions. That is the main difference between the two. They play very differently. They're very different classes. Honestly, summoners are really, really cool. Very, very interesting class design, because you're basically playing two characters. That is the core of what makes a summoner, like, in them being different. And health. Yes, they do share health. But they also have a lot of health for a spellcaster. They have a lot of health. They get 10 health per level. And oh yeah, I was gonna say someone was injured, but yeah, that got fast healing, so that's not a big deal. I don't remember where I actually get that fast healing. Or actual, or different recipe. Let's see. Interesting, a bear carcass. Looks like his bear killed using magic, and nice magic. Interesting. Okay, so this is gonna be an interesting fight, I think. Because if I recall correctly, this has... does this have regeneration? I thought that lighted treants had regeneration. Not seeing it though, which is good. Regeneration is some bullshit. But they were weak to fire. So, hell yeah.
Time to share your treasures.
And
The light. Take you.
okay, Ciala, you literally missed a tree. My ears are... Alright. Not that hard of a fight. But I think I actually have a spot in mind for whenever the stream is going to be finished, because of that phone call. Uh, Lady of the Sun. Interesting. Huh. Well, we found the missing Crusaders. Yeah. Killers didn't even belong to strip them of their gear. That's interesting. Yeah. Admittedly, I'm not doing her all that many favors when it comes to accuracy. Oh my god. Let's see.
Make your peace.
Simply get a crit. Okay, never mind. You rolled a 4. Let's see. Now. Okay, that... I guess that's about the average amount of actual hits. Oh, Spot actually got hit. My god, that is not common. At all.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Spot has a incredibly good AC. Do I just fireball? I think I just... No, actually, I'm saving my fireballs. For a very, very specific reason that is coming up soon. Gotta love lag. Okay. I am just wanting I'm just wanting to cast Phantasmal Killer on a demon. It's fine. Okay. Didn't even overcome spell resistance. Damn it. I really didn't want all of those hastes to go off. And I'm actually gonna focus on the bobos. Because if I take one down, then all the others will take damage. I mean, it's not like them being hasted is actually gonna make things that much more dangerous, because, like... Okay. Thanks for rolling a 1. Spot. That is a very, very dead demon. And just continue taking pot shots at the guy at the back. Not bad damage from a cantrip. A artificially scaling cantrip, but a cantrip nonetheless. And you know what? I want to see if this works. Okay, we're getting to the point now where Phantasmal Killer is actually useful. Let's go. Admittedly, that was just like a basic demon. But it is actually getting to the point now where her saving throw DCs are getting high. Which is good. I probably could have just like hovered over it to see. 27 is a respectable DC for a level 4 spell. That is not a respectable DC. That is a fucking broken. You don't turn into it. This isn't necessarily the best example, but it is a workable example. It's kind of like a stand user from JoJo. I feel like that either does not help at all with people understanding summoners, or it explains things perfectly. Also, maybe desecrating this guy's grave was a bad idea. Oh, return your whip or we'll know your wrath? Like, if you've watched JoJo, that makes sense. But I don't like being one of those people that is like, oh, everything is a JoJo reference, because no, JoJo just references everything. But let's just so you know, stealing that whip makes things really bad. unless you're incredibly well prepared. Thankfully, I think we actually are really well prepared, because this Spectre, which, oh no, I want this to be a, okay, this Spectre is a 17th level druid with 8 levels of undead, so he's really rough. He also has a fantastic AC. The people, fortunately, everyone in my party has Death Ward on, so we don't actually have to worry about that much. But basically, he just casts a bunch of really scary spells, and then he hits you with negative levels until you die, and you fight him 7 times.
Prepare yourself.
Also, Sickening Entanglement is a spell that absolutely just removes your ability to see what's going on. Fortunately, some people in my party are exceptionally well prepared for taking on incorporeal creatures. Woljif is not one of them. Woljif has terrible damage against incorporeal creatures
Why not both?
because he doesn't have a Ghost Touch weapon. And fortunately, he only does negative damage in negative levels, meaning that he literally cannot hurt us. And this guy is worth a lot of XP, and you fight him 7 times.
Guide my hand.
Okay, game. Please recognize the fact that I threw a nat 20. And another nat 20. Let's go. So that was worth 9,000 XP. We need... He gives so much XP. It's absurd.
A success worthy of
I just want to double check that Ninio has a higher DC modifier than that. Hey, good. When gazing at the stars, do not forget to look at what is right in front of you. All of these standing stones are actually incredibly important.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Sequence of murder. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that! It's another Spectre. Yeah, truly the AI does know that I have made every fucking build in this party so broken that they need to slow down the game to remotely be able to survive. That truly is what's going on here. Okay. Disrupt. All of these fights are just going to be... well, no. Every fight already is just all of this Ninio and Ember in the back like cheerleaders cheering on the marshals of the party. Okay. That was a very bad turn to accidentally skip, but Baleful Polymorph. Rough spell to get hit by. Definitely did not fail on that saving throw on my last playthrough. So then, like, my character was just like a wolf. Definitely not me. Couldn't be me. And I had to, like, prepare a lot of stuff to get rid of that. Could have possibly been me. Alright, now let's not skip the character with a Ghost Touch weapon turn,
I will resist.
who does very good damage.
You should have listened to
That should have been a... Either way, it wouldn't hit, but...
Cover me, all right?
legitimately, coming to Wintersun is one of the fastest ways to level up in Act 3. Because if you just Death Ward and correctly manage aggro, you can have a bunch of incredibly easy fights and level up very, very quickly. You can potentially level up twice from that guy alone. But let's continue. Leveling up chance is not gonna be very complicated. Already have lunge. Improved critical is probably my best bet. Eventually I'm gonna want extend spell, but we can put that off for another 2 levels. Can we? No, I'm actually gonna get let's get extend spell now, because I will want favorite meta magic extend spell, which is a mythic ability, but you need to have extend spell before you can take that. So I just want to get that before my next choice mythic rank up. Although next mythic rank is going to be a feat, but still better to have it than not have it. Greater Blood Rage. What do I want on Ciala? Sela, not Ciala. Honestly, I have been boosting my charisma, or my persuasion, haven't I? I'm never going to pronounce it right, but Kargan Smash is very good. It's really good. It's just, whenever you hit someone with a power attack, you can immediately attempt to demoralize, which is very good whenever you're a character that is always power attacking. Let's see. Yeah, no, let's take that. We don't have someone that specializes in doing that yet, so might as well. Let's get you can never have people no haste. That is actually true. Game is struggling, but when does it not? Yeah, that's great. It's fine for Ninia. Wait, let me double check. This is her 9th level in Wizard, so that's okay for me to take it, because she's also being a Lore Master, and I'm putting off leveling up Lore Master until I actually know what spells I want to grab from other people. Actually, wait. No. We are taking the Lore Master level, because I remembered what I actually want to grab with this secret. It's building up for something in the future, but I remember that's actually a thing that I want to do. So I think I already have spell penetration. I don't have mythic spell penetration, or sorry, greater spell penetration. Really? Huh. Then I'm actually going to take that first. But for leading up to a later feat, any combat feat without needing prerequisites, I don't know if this is the right choice, but I think it will be interesting. Because all of these, I could grab these on Nenio. She's not going to use any of them. So instead, I'm going to be grabbing, is it martial weapon proficiency? Now hear me out. Right? Oh, prerequisite. Okay. Got it. I might be retraining that. We will see. Definitely taking Phantasmal Putrefaction. Fantastic spell. Then Greater Dispel Magic. Because, of course, Greater Dispel Magic is an amazing spell. What was I thinking? Oh, I have a scimitar that increases the caster level of transmutation spells 1 whenever you hold it, and I'm thinking that I want to be able to get it so Nenio's haste spells last for 5 minutes. And yeah, if I manage to basically she needs to be able to hold it. But what could I take? Greater spell focus application? Might as well. It'll be fine. I don't want to overcomplicate thinking through all of this too much. Honestly, Slipstream is so good. If you have it on a character that can spam it like a sorcerer. Now here, I'm thinking Cloak of Winds actually would be really good. So then 4th level spell. What ones do I have? I have Dimension Door, Greater False Life Poison Protection. Okay. Okay then. I could get another like Volcanic Storm. It's not much fire damage, is the thing. Dragon's Breath, 1d6. Effect and energy type. Dragon's Breath wouldn't be bad, actually. I mean, it's max 12d6. I think I'm going to take yeah, it's good. Let's take Dragon's Breath. It'll be fun. Best form of armor or magical equivalent for level 1 arcane caster in 2e. Honestly, in all likelihood, you're probably not going to have a very good AC as an arcane spellcaster. If you generally, I would say being unarmored and just having a good dex. Like, dex is the most important thing. If you have, like, a +3 dex mod, that's probably going to be good enough. But kind of cold is just good. And remember, level up spot. Most important thing, have a good dex. Mage armor might be worth it. It might not. It depends a lot on how often you actually expect to get attacked. If you are someone that is like actually going to be getting into melee, then mage armor is probably worth it. That's probably worth a spell slot for the entire day. If you're not someone who's intending to intentionally get into melee, mage armor might not be worth it, and then your best defense is just gonna be distance. But in general, just there are too many good ranged feats. And I just want to double check if I think I only have the one Startoss feat, right? I definitely know what I'm taking. I just want to double check. Yes, I could take Startoss Comet, but improved weapon fighting's too bad. And here, skill focus, weapon focus, terrain mastery, honestly. For Abyss, it makes sense for Aru. Take screw it, blindness. I'm never gonna use it, but Aru's not a spellcaster, so so first 4th level spells on Aru. Honestly, break enchantment wouldn't be terrible. Freedom of movement, though, is like borderline required. Honestly, break enchantment. Nah, Dimension Door. Dimension Door is too just. Dimension Door is a utility spell that you practically are required to have. But like arcane spellcasters just yeah, no, like for the most part, the best friend of anyone who is going to be casting like any arcane spellcaster, distance is your friend. No shame in spending a move action like first action to move away from someone than to cast a spell and use your frontline characters as meat shields. That is what they're there for. No shame in that. Oh, that was double slice. Okay, good. Proof critical daggers because, yeah. Then let's see. Freedom of movement. It's good enough. Now let's prepare spells because I need to actually remember to do that. Because otherwise I'm going to rest and then not have my prepared spells, and that will suck. And I have my ridiculous amount of spell slots on my main character because stupid stuff with being an angel cleric. Sunmarked is too good to not grab. And I guess another freedom of... but let me actually remember to apply some of these buffs so they will actually be applied. Ages of the Faithful is too good to not be cast on everyone. Freedom of movement should really be cast on more people. And then Sunmarked, let's put that actually onto Woljif. Slipstream. Why is it setting -1? But put it on the melee people because yeah, melee people really need it. Or need it more. Then did I already apply Sunmarked? I did. Oh, I need full strength. That's somewhere around here. Somewhere. Full strength on main character, so I don't like take 1 point of strength damage and like fall over. So now we can continue on adventuring. We're not going that way yet. That way is story stuff that I am not quite ready to do yet because I'm going to be stopping the stream soon. I want to get to a clean stopping point. But hey, look at that! It's the Spectre again. We're focus firing them. Although not with Woljif. Because Woljif... Wait, why? Why did they not sneak attack that? Like, they had every reason to sneak attack. Okay. Then can I get a shot off on the Spectre? I can. Excellent. Because they seem to get a terrible initiative roll. So, get in. Honestly, yeah. They both are now a bit out of it, which is excellent. Excellent news. Get adjacent to the Spectre for absolutely obliterating them later. And now, speaking about... Why are they... Wait, are these actually immune to precision damage? Have I just never noticed?
Stab you or zap you? Why not?
Dark
both?
Flicker? That shouldn't make them immune. Which is concerning because they might be about to do something really rough. Amorphous. Oh, yeah. I somehow have never noticed that they're immune to sneak attack. That is shocking, actually. Now, let's hopefully try and finish off the Spectre before they get a turn, because this Spectre in particular is the most dangerous one. Because this Spectre summons a lot of really dangerous stuff, and it's a pain in the ass if it actually pulls it off. Well, it's gonna pull it off, so hey, go ahead and summon your multiple swarms. Wait, what? Firestorm. I am down for you to cast Firestorm. Okay. This one should be summoning, Summoning is at the bottom, isn't it? Creeping Doom. Creeping Doom would be terrifying because it would summon 4 spider swarms and it'd be bad. Creeping Doom is a very, very scary spell. And Woljif is very helpful in this fight where he cannot sneak attack. Fortunately, Ninja is just straight up removing someone from the game, so... Let's see. That person is within range, that's good.
Desna, guide my hand.
Why? Huh, maybe this one's actually fully buffed or something. Because I wasn't having this hard of a problem hitting before. Meaning, a magic missile. Because I really don't want to have to deal with Creeping Doom. Although I think that everyone in the party might be immune to ability damage. Which would make things dramatically easier. If that is in fact the case. Okay, well... Creeping Doom? Creeping Doom! Fortunately... Oh yeah, everyone in the party is immune to... Okay, thank God. Because... Creeping Doom is a terrible, terrible spell. It's very good, and that's the reason why I intentionally made sure to get it on, Darren. It's a very good spell. I want to use it. I don't want enemies to use it. Are you kidding? And now they're probably gonna... Huh. Didn't die in one turn. Good for them. Generally, the reason summoning spells don't last a particularly long time now, mainly just because if they last a really long time, then they are incredibly powerful, and generally they punch way above their weight class in regards to, like, when compared to other spells, if a summon spell is able to last for dramatically longer, like, basically, if you can summon a spell, or, sorry, like, let's say, hypothetically, summoning a dragon, then that dragon could... Oh, I forgot that there was another Spectre right here. This is probably going to be the last fight. I have some stuff that I actually really need to do. So, related to that phone call that I got earlier, but... Yeah, why is this one so much easier to hit?
Time to share your treasures.
But I won't complain about them actually getting within range of me. Yeah, why is this one so much easier to hit? It's wonderful. But basically, spellcasting or summoning is incredibly good. I think generally casters for summoning, you summon them. So you just make them appear.
I'll hit you.
Okay, well, that should be... Okay. Yeah, no, like, we just leveled up, and we're this close to leveling. It is some crazy stuff, fighting the Spectre here. Yeah, so... Okay, I forgot there was gonna be this fight. Okay. Said I was gonna be going to do some... Oh, he's back! He refused to leave. I mean, I won't turn down another, like, 9,000 XP. And again, with the crazy high to hit. Or crazy high accuracy. Okay, and... probably missing. Hey, you actually hit. Good job, Ember. But, screw it. Exact same thing. Yeah. Okay, you want to boost the Smilodons that aren't that dangerous? I will not turn it down. Better than you casting Creeping Doom. Because really, they are not that dangerous.
Cover me, all right?
As I think is apparent. Hey there, Hector. You're kind of tuning in for just the end of the stream because I'm going to be getting off after this fight, but it's nice to have you here. Because I am tired and I have things that I need to do. Blast away. I don't know why. Oh god, the computer is struggling a little bit, but that's fine. I also forgot to turn it off yesterday, so that's probably not helping things. Hopefully this shouldn't take too much longer.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both? Didn't know I had it in me.
And then continue to... Yeah, no, this fight's over. This Smilodon's not gonna live long. No, it is not gonna live long. But next time, we are going to be continuing through the area of Winter Sun, which we have hardly scratched the surface of. Winter Sun is a very in-depth area, and it's really fun. So, we're going to be continuing through Winter Sun next time. It should be a blast. It will probably... Honestly, next is probably going to be on like a week from now on Monday, because I've got a lot of stuff going on. But, yeah, so I hope to see everyone next time, and regardless, until I see you next, live a wonderful life.